Mm,
Mm,
I don't know what else you would. Personal flotation device?
personal flotation device. I thought that was like the vest you wore.
That's a life vest.
Oh, okay. Well,
Life
anyway.
hole. Oh man.
Oh man, my dude FedEx gets China. Wait, does he? That doesn't look like China. Where are all his villagers? Oh,
Mine's stuck, so I'm gonna rejoin the room.
okay. Mine's behind. Oh, now you're gonna be ahead of me. You're gonna make me rejoin too. Fine, I'll rejoin too.
Remember your overlay, by the way.
No, I'll just do it off screen. I got it. Relax.
Nikov and FedEx are right next to each other. That's bad.
So you're saying we're gonna get mad restarts?
It's
Oh
Land
my
Nomad. It's
god,
kind of like Black Forest in that
they
way.
literally are right next to each other. You weren't kidding.
I
I
wasn't
thought you meant
joking.
like they were near each other.
No, I said next to each other. There's a reason I chose a next to each other
The
as my
thing is,
words
though,
of choice.
the deer's actually in a situation in a spot that it's not unreasonable if they had went to play. If as long as they see the second deer and boar patch to the north, like this is sustainable. Obviously, FedEx gets the one that's nearby since he's China, but it's not the end of the world for Nikov to have to move all the way up there. Although his third woodcutter came in quite late here, so he's going to be
Yeah, but Nikov
behind.
doesn't see it up there. That's the
Yeah, of
problem.
course, that's the biggest problem if he doesn't see it. I'm too lazy to move to his point of view because I'm relying on people like you to do that. But actually, FedEx does. FedEx can see one deer there. Oh, he's actually moving out of his line of sight now, so I'm not sure if he noticed. So it's
Good
possible
job.
he could be like, "Yo, Nikov, there's actually deer not super far away here. You could like totally be cool."
Yeah, he could be.
Anyway, Easton has a good spot. Mundy's got a great spot. Ding is a bit far away from where his hunt is, but he's got a ton of sheep, so at least he's got that going for him. Where? Wait, what? Where? Oh, okay, God, Gray's so hard to see.
Yeah, that's why you have the dark grey patch. I actually installed it last night just for the stream.
Mm.
It's
Rats has
actually very
got a
helpful.
pretty good spot, but
Mm-hmm.
he'd struggle with the boar. I think Gary's gonna take some of
Mm,
them.
no, he has more north of his TC.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's what he's going to be
So
taking.
there's a Gary. So he could
And
take some of Gary. No, they're way too far away.
yeah,
So everyone's good except for the whole Nikov FedEx situation. And wow, I can't believe that's how they've chosen to play this. It's FedEx who's gonna TC like by
it's
the
fine
stone.
because Nikov can go for the ball up the north, and FedEx can go for the ball all the way left.
Yeah, that's pretty far for FedEx to go, and he presumably won't have any deer. He doesn't even have that many sheep. He's got like two sheep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he will. It could be bad. It's hard to tell at this point in the game, and it depends also on how experienced the players are on Land Nomad. You can do relatively well with that amount of food shared between them, but some players, if you're not experienced enough, and it also depends on what they want to
Well,
do in feudal or castle age.
you can see the villager already going to lure the boar from FedEx, and he's also gotten basically all the sheep from Nikov coming over, so he'll be okay. It just won't
Yeah.
be ideal. But
What is with your obsession with the way that I describe things as not less than ideal? What is wrong with you, Comet? What is wrong with you?
everything, you know that.
Uh, yeah, but look, FedEx is taking the ball all the way to the left, and Nikov's going to the top to take his ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's really far though. He needs loom. Pretty sure he's getting it now. Otherwise, that's not coming back safely. Yeah, he's getting loom now, so it's fine. They're all fine, and he's gonna see that deer patch up the top at the same time.
Oh,
And since
Tammy. Oh, I
what's he
think
doing?
it's gonna work out for him. He's luring a boar from super far
He's
away.
getting sheep in. He's got a sheep to block it. So if the
Yeah, no,
sheep
but
gets in, he'll be
he,
fine. It's
yeah,
fine.
he's
It's
fine
fine.
now. But the
Yeah.
problem was before he had blocked it like a bunch of times and he had gotten it to run back. But it didn't
Yep.
run back, it just stayed there so we could attack it again.
I think the plan is for Nikov to get all the boar up the top as well as the double deer patch because he's Mongols, and FedEx will deal with having the boar on the left as well as the sheep because he's Chinese, so he doesn't have to have the faster food income. And if he's going castle age rather than feudal age pressure, I don't know what he's got planned. Either way, having the Mongol player having more hunt is always good.
Indeed it is. Meanwhile, eh, safe walls from Gary and Rats here. Gary's got his boars secured now with that wall. You can see the pings. It's kind of a discussion of the Arge team on where their walls need to be. Let's see. Juan gonna wall this gap over here. It's a bit more open once you get towards where Nikov and FedEx are.
Mm-hmm.
Long lures here for FedEx, but plenty manageable with Loom handling
The
it.
team wall from is that a team wall from Rats and Ding, or are they just going to wall separately? Because it looks like they're walling separately right now.
Yeah, I agree. That's what it looks like.
And this wall from Rats though, that's taking him a lot of time, especially in Dark Age. I'm not sure if it's the best idea.
Well, I guess the idea is on Land Nomad, you don't need wood as much in Dark Age because you don't need farms as early as you would on, say, Arabia, since you have all the deer,
Yeah,
presumably 3 boars.
it looks like it's going to be Juan's job to team wall for the entire team, basically.
Oh
But
yeah,
they've actually
oh
gone
yeah,
for a
Juan.
really, really smart team wall here for the Argentinian team. Very little walling covering a large area of the map. I like it.
Yes.
Well, you can see that Ding has found where his hunt was. It was pretty far from his TC, but he's gotten 4 villagers up there doing their thing, so he'll be in a pretty good spot with the hunt plus the 3 deers that he needs as China to get up in the time that he
Yeah.
needs to.
I just noticed that the civs are different. I wasn't paying much attention. For Argentina, it's China, Spanish, Mayans, and Mongols. For Hong Kong, it's Chinese, Spanish, Mayans, and Persians. So actually, they don't have a Mongol player on their team because I was looking for it. I was
The
wondering
hell?
who would really need the hunt. So they've chosen Persians over Mongols. Um,
So they
it's
better win
quite a
before Imp.
common. Yeah, land nomad civ as well. Persians are quite strong. If you get late imp, then war elephants OP. But the Mongol hunt bonus early on is really nice on land nomad, where you have so much hunt. So as you can see now, Nikov's taking the double deer patch like I said he would, and he's also brought all the boar in. So he had 1, 2, 3, 4 boar. There's even one up towards the north of the deer patch, which he doesn't see yet. But if he sees that, he might take that on top of it all. So they've gotten plenty of food, and FedEx with all that sheep and the 3 boar, he's fine.
Other than the fact they just housed himself.
And it looks like Juan finally finding his boar. So he's just brought the first one in now. But he had a lot of sheep, and he had his TC on the deer as well, so it's not a big deal for him. Nikov with more sheep, going straight to FedEx. Yeah.
Gary and Nikov could be first to feudal age here. See what they do with that. Gary's gonna be able to go
Yeah,
right into
Nikov.
castle age. It's pretty
No.
solid. Nikov is not mining gold. Looks like he may go
Got so much
scouts.
food.
Or is he just gonna sling?
I don't think he's Mongols. He's not going to sling.
Well, then he's going scouts, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he's going to make some scouts and then go on gold and hmm. It seems a little late to go on gold then.
Yeah, stable going up, 4 villagers here. It's not walled over here to the left side of that eastern wall. Oh man, and see, like, the way they're walling, it's, again, as you mentioned, it's individual walling. Look at this giant wall Eason is putting up that is just going to leave Mundy wide open to attack here. When it could have
Yeah,
taken
that's why I
the
like.
same amount to team wall there, right?
Yeah, the Argentinian wall is much more efficient. Like, they've scouted out the map to the point where they can find really efficient ways of walling, and the walls are all team walls. Like, they're joining up. I mean, if you look, Nikov and FedEx haven't team walled, but if they really wanted to, Juan could wall them out. But it doesn't look like that's the plan for now. He's going to rely on FedEx to wall in towards his TC, I think, with those buildings. And then I'm not sure whether they're going to wall down towards the bottom of the map on the right-hand side or whether Nikov is going to finish the team wall off in some way. We'll see. Nikov is stealing sheep all over the map, though. The guy's found like 50 sheep so far, and he keeps sending them to FedEx.
Money going up to Castle Age here. And he is actually... That's crazy. He's actually going to be the first to Castle Age. Very nice job by him as a non-China player. Although, of course, he's Mayan, so it's not like he got no advantage here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rats,
but here come the scouts. Is he going to lose his villager? No, he's not. He's going to be okay. He can garrison the TC.
But nice micro by Nikov. He only took 6 damage from the TC. And the fact is, because of the way they've walled, they've kind of got a team wall between Ding and Mundi, but that's it. And the scouts are already in. I don't think Mundi's going to go and finish off the wall at the front because he's too scared of the scouts coming in from Nikov. So Nikov could do a lot of damage to both Ding.
Yeah, he's going to find the hunt here of Tammy. This is not good for Ding here. Oh, he immediately turns his feet. He's going to fight, but now he sees there's too many to him to turn around and fight. He actually he's gonna put the food into the mill and then, well,
yeah, Rats is
losing
slinging
that.
Ding right now. So he's stonewalling himself up at home. That's why he stonewalled his opponent, his team out, because he wants to sling. And as the person slinging, I think it would be risky for him to team wall with Ding and Mundi because they would obviously want to stay semi-open or have the option of leaving, so maybe not wanting to invest too much into walls, whereas he does, because obviously slinging.
Alright, some knights coming out here for Tammy with his 3 stables that he's got. And let's see, FedEx. 2 stables. He's actually going camels here. And a
yeah,
monastery.
he's going to play more defensively. Looks like Juan also slinging, because I'm seeing... No, he's up to Castle Age. Okay, so not slinging, just really late Castle Age. And 2 conquistadors. He's got a lot of wood, probably could farm a little more if he wanted to. And he's taking stone with 5 villages, so that will be enough stone once he reaches Castle Age.
And this wall is now going up here for Nikov. Just actually walling FedEx out. Oh, there's an opening actually there between the blacksmith and the house. But Ding is not really committing enough knights in there at the moment. Well, he is committing enough to kill these 2 villagers. Let's see how this works out for him. He's going to be up against monks and camels here. It's going to be tough. But look at the way he puts that knight right in front of the monastery, expecting the monk to come out. So he'd be able to immediately get hits on it and kill it. That's pretty smart. Now that he's away, though, the monk pops out. And he's going to...
Yeah, FedEx would have just set the gather point inside the monastery and waited.
No, I think he saw that he just didn't want it to pop out and start converting while he's fighting away from the monastery. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But now he's going to be able to have the numbers to deal with it. And maybe get some converts if things go well. Puerta.
Look at the scouts from Nikov still just in Mundi's base, just casually walking around, running past TCs.
Come on, Mundi.
He's busy. He's busy doing other stuff. No time to focus on this.
Apparently. He's made a monastery. Like, the monastery is what he wants to counter the scouts with. Oh, where's he going with these villagers? Still getting caught out here by Nikov. Nice job by him. He's going to take out one of these villagers.
He's going to take out another one as well, maybe? No, he's risking the scouts. No, not worth it. And almost killing another villager. And running under another TC, just casually with those scouts. As you do.
Yeah, standard procedure.
What is Gary doing? Is he slinging? Because he's in feudal age, he's stonewalled a lot. Yeah, looks like a sling to FedEx.
Yeah.
So sling from both sides, Spanish slinging for the Hong Kong team, and Mayan slinging for the other team. Which one do you prefer?
Well, mines will be quicker and better to get the sling up. But I don't know.
Rats is the weaker, one of the weaker players on the Hong Kong team though. I think Eason is weaker than he is. I would almost have preferred to see Eason sling instead. And wouldn't he get denied on a TC up towards the top right hand side of the map? I'm seeing a lot of dead villagers. 1, 2, 3,
Jesus.
4.
It does appear that is the case.
Must have been the scouts. And he just picks another one off. Nikov just picked another villager off Mundi. He's doing such a great job with just a few scouts.
It's really been incredible.
Oh, what a nuisance. He's being an absolute nuisance, and that means that Mundi's busy focusing on him, and FedEx is kind of... I think Ding might actually...
Yeah, nice. Ding killing the farm.
And now, Eason's got villagers. He's deleted off the wall, and Nikov's found those villagers walking out. He just picked off another one.
FedEx starting to push in on Eason here. It's a tough position for Eason to be in. He really doesn't have anything to defend with. He's got this Mangonel out. He needs a really good hit, but no, it's not going to happen. Actually, it's not bad. At least he went 1 for 1 there.
Yeah, he got one. But Ding is going to try and help. I see Ding coming over with camels. Doesn't look like... Yeah, it looks like FedEx lost some villagers on the berries from some of Ding's knights earlier that I didn't notice. Of course.
Yeah, he's still got a couple of knights by 1. As soon as he remembers, he'll perhaps go towards that stone mine.
Yeah, FedEx should be thinking about going imp soon. Well, he was for a second, and then he spent all his resources, and now I look silly because I'm checking now. But he's not too far off, to be fair. And he doesn't really want to continue making too many knights and camels as Chinese. He really does want to do to go for the castle. And scouts from Ding is going to take down the knights of FedEx there. They're kind of isolated on their own and not protected, so that's 3 free monks.
Trying to run back in time to protect them is FedEx here, but he is not going to get there. Nice find by Tammy there.
Yeah, but Ding still... no, not Ding, Eason still. He lost quite a bit there. It was a lot of pressure. And Nikov is denying the TC from Mundi at the same spot again. He just killed off another 2 villagers. Oh, Mundi. That's not... it's not his day. But now FedEx losing all those knights to the camels. No, he's actually winning. I can't tell. Green and blue apparently, but more camels coming in from Ding, and I think should be good. And FedEx should be able to click up now to Imperial Age. Yeah, there we go. Where's his first castle? He's dropped a castle somewhere. Okay, he's dropped the castle in a place that I don't really agree with, but that's fine. Oh, Juan getting attacked by some knights. Yeah, one berry bush. Very, very important to protect indeed. Yeah, no one else really close to going up to Imperial Age. Nikov, he delayed himself quite significantly going with the scouts apparently, but he should be able to boom it up now. I mean, Ding's just made a hell of a lot of camels. I would almost say
Eason,
it's an overreaction.
Mundi, seriously, you gotta be kidding me with these villagers going to this town center. Really?
Again.
Really?
And look at Nikov just micro his scouts. Like, he'll micro the low health scout away and then come back and try and kill the villager. And it's just so
Oh my
nice in
God.
terms of the micro from Nikov.
Nikov is... it's just not
This
fair.
guy.
He's gonna
He's
kill
gonna
this
kill another
villager.
one. He's killed like 7, 8 villagers when Mundi's trying to build the TC. And Ding's camels are just... I don't know why Ding didn't clean it up, to be honest. He got like a total of 15 villagers with those scouts.
Engagement here between FedEx and Ding here, but Ding doesn't patrol. He had to run through the buildings. He's not really noticing. Look at the way he just ran through all these units of FedEx. Now he's gonna run back through them again. Oh God.
Zuko knew TC fire. He almost ran under a castle as well. This is bad for Ding.
Oh my.
Well, Mundi's finally got that TC up on the gold that he's been wanting for the past 15 minutes or so.
Maybe that was his objective. Do they just win the game now because he got the TC up?
I don't know.
It's
But
like
for some
Risk.
reason, both Gary and Rats are slinging, but Rats has 53 pop and Gary has 63. How does that work?
I wish I had an answer.
Okay. Thank you for your answer.
Yes.
Third castle going up for FedEx. Now Ding having to add a lot more knights because he realizes that obviously FedEx is going for Chuko Nu and he doesn't really want to fight those with camels with their crappy pierce armor. And he's halfway up to Imperial Age himself with a hell of a lot of resources since Rats is continuing to sling him. But obviously the sling from Gary going to be slightly better with 10 more pop. You would expect so, at least. So, the two Chinese players getting slung here, but FedEx in a better position, potentially? No, I would say, well, Ding's got more pop by 30.
Yes.
That's a big difference. Let's have a quick look at Bills.
Well, I'd say Juan is in a much better position than Monday.
Yeah, there is that, isn't there? Let's see, Bills, 119 Bills for 120 Bills for Ding, so he boomed much harder with the sling that he was getting.
FedEx gonna
And
deny
FedEx
this
only has
castle
94.
of Monday. Monday's just not having much luck trying to go anywhere to build anything right now. Just every time,
Yeah.
it's just not worked out for him.
I'm almost wondering what Juan's gonna do because the guy's got 140 villages, and he's an imp with like 2.5k food and 1k gold.
Yeah, he's making about 1 million stables. He'll be flooding some paladins here.
Just a little, you know, nothing big.
A couple of units kind of left behind here by FedEx that are getting cleaned up by these knights from Tammy. What? As the rest of them retreat to this narrow passageway. It is heavy camels now for FedEx, backed up by these Chokanes, which of course would do so well versus camels and such.
Mm-hmm. Heavy camels now for FedEx as well, so that's going to counter Ding's knights. He has a lot of them as well. He's got the +4 armor on those knights, actually. They're not going to do so well against the Chuko Nu Ding's making, but they're still just regular Chuko Nu without any upgrades at all. So FedEx is in a better position. I think Nikov could almost delete off those walls there that are kind of blocking FedEx's units if he wanted to.
And here comes Tammy running in with his cavalry army, trying to get those cavaliers surrounding those Chokanus.
Yes.
But yeah, as you mentioned, these heavy camels from FedEx able to help so much.
And a castle as well behind this, so he can kind of sit under castle fire with Chuko Nu, with heavy camels. I think he should win this. And now the Cavalier coming in from Juan as well. Juan just got a free boom, and he's going to do a lot of work with that boom. Rat's now up to castle age, so he did stop slinging. Gary's still in feudal age. He hasn't stopped slinging yet. What is Nikov doing? Nikov's halfway up to Imperial Age on 111 population. Nice big Mongol boom going as well. At least 4 or 5 TCs, can't be bothered counting. I think it's 4.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually. 5 TC boom. So also in a nice position, and that is the 5th castle now for FedEx. He's making that transition very nicely. It looks like Eason now also should be clicking up to Imperial Age, rather.
He's
up
so
to
behind.
My granny could scrap better than that.
His pop looks okay, but he's only dropping stables now, and he only has knights, whereas if you look at Juan, the Spanish player on the other team, already having +4 Cavalier, and FedEx has got Elite Chuko Nu almost fully upgraded, missing the last armor upgrade, and I don't know if he has rocketry.
He has rocketry, he needs chemistry.
Chemistry, okay.
But yeah, there's no one on the Hong Kong team right now who can match the boom that Juan was able to get off.
And the thing is, Nikov as Mongols also had a nice boom. So Nikov now in Imperial Age, he has 2 castles of his own. He's putting pressure on eastern side of the map as well, dropping the archery range, gets the thumb ring, Parthian tactics, blah blah blah, upgrades. And Paladins now for Juan. Okay, so how are you going to stop this as Hong Kong? Paladins missing the last attack upgrade, plus Elite Chuko Nu, that are fully upgraded now with the chemistry for FedEx, who has 5 castles pumping, 6 castles pumping those Chuko Nu.
Yep. I mean, FedEx and Ding were fairly close, but it's not even close team-wise now with all these Paladins first. What does Hong Kong have? A couple of elite plumes here from Monday. It's just not going to cut it.
Yeah, Mundi's coming in now. Very nice for them. They really need Nikov to push hard against Eason now. Nikov's got to do something because the team needs him. Gary is still slinging. So the entire game, Gary's just going to be slinging. He's slinging Nikov now that FedEx is in a good position. FedEx is actually on 155 pop, so his pop isn't looking that great, despite the fact that he got sling and Juan didn't, so Juan's almost popped again. Playing very, very well today, Juan. As much as I like giving him crap for being Juan, he's playing well today.
Yes.
And trade being set up already for the Argentinian team. Same for Hong Kong team, but less. It looks like Nikov starting the trade off strong. He had his carts garrisoned up, and now that the markets are up for Juan, some nice trade. Yeah. The Cavalier from Easton coming in to kill off the Trebs from FedEx, as well as the Chuko Nu. There's actually Paladin now for Easton as well. He surrounded the Trebs, and he's taken down 3 Trebs there. Very nice for him. It's a nice pick off, while Juan got kited around the map by Mundi. That's nice micro from Mundi. Fully upgraded plumes there for him as well. But now that Nikov is also dropping his own forward castles, I think it's pretty much... Once Nikov reaches that critical mass of Mangadai, there's no way they can hold. I just don't think it's possible.
Yeah, without a Mongol, once Nikov gets going, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. And I'm not sure what Rats is doing still. He's booming. I think he wants to go imp soon. He's looking like he's just missing a little food. He could cancel a few vills and he will be up, but he's missing the buildings. So I guess the plan is double Paladin Civ for Hong Kong, but they need to hold on until that point in time, and I don't know if his team can hold on until then.
Ding looking pretty strong, but that's about
Ding
it.
is looking good. But, I mean, like I said, they just have to wait for Nikov to reach critical mass, and that's happening quite quickly. He's just dropped another castle forward. And he's dropping another one. So that's a 5th castle forward for Nikov now. And he's asking for Trebs to take down the castles from Mundi, but they have to protect the Trebs from the Paladins of Eason. They're kind of fighting on 2 fronts here. Ding is really doing a great job of distracting them with his Shuko Nu, and Eason's coming in from behind and picking off Trebs. So Nikov getting denied on that 5th castle, that's gonna hurt a little. It's like Argentina can't decide on which side to push first, and Hong Kong is just kind of splitting them up very nicely.
Yeah, here they come now. Juan coming to the south to try to help out versus Ding, but I think he changed his mind when he saw all the castles there, plus the Chokanus.
Yeah.
But a lot of FedEx's Chokanus are just kind of dying here. Now Juan comes back, but all the Chokanus are already dead from FedEx. So we have
Food, please.
these Paladins getting all these arrows coming down from... God, look at all the arrows that are just on the field from this Chokanus. But the Magadai are going to change things a bit here.
Yeah, I mean, Mundi's actually come back really well in the game. He's on 184 pop, 186 for Eason. FedEx is down to 140. Nikov and Juan both sitting on 180, and Gary finally going Castle Age now. So I think FedEx has realized that they really need some rams, at least, to deal with these plumed archers. And it doesn't look like Nikov's got the resources for it yet. Cap ram, though, for Onager for Ding, and he's getting some nice shots on the guy of Nikov now. Is it starting to lag, or is it just me?
It is, yeah. A lot of Chokin is lost for Ding, but he's got a bunch of castles here, and well,
Yeah.
fortunately, if Juan and Ko come down here, it's going to be pretty hard for him to stop them from taking out these castles. But they did kill, it looks
Yeah, I
like,
think
what is
they're
that,
gonna
FedEx
focus.
castle here?
Yeah, no, that was Nikov's castles. That hurts even more because Nikov is Mongols and he's down to 3 castles. Let's have a look. Yeah, Nikov doesn't have the stone for more either. He's only got 3 castles. He really needs more stone. So I'm not sure if someone's gonna sling him more stone or they're gonna X more stone for him because there is stone on the map. He's just not taking it.
But Ding is starting to struggle a little bit here. Losing
Yeah,
one
they're doing
castle.
the right thing. They're starting to focus them down. But FedEx's castle's gone down up the top, so that's not great either. And this is just turning into a super laggy post-imp fight.
Oh yes. Reminds me of game
Looks
one.
like FedEx wanted to build bombard towers, but he's getting denied because he's got nothing to back him up there. So
Yeah,
I
a
don't
bit
know.
greedy there. Big push coming up here at the top. Another castle goes down for the Argentinian team here. Juan with all sorts of
looks like,
paladins, but yeah.
Nikov also gonna make some onagers. Really nice onager micro there. He picked up about 3 for nothing. For 1, really. And now they're gonna push hard up the top now that they don't feel like Ding's gonna be too much of a threat down the bottom. They did lose more castles there. I think FedEx has got just enough. I think Nikov might struggle a little in terms of stone.
But it's just plumes left here for the Hong Kong team.
Yeah.
Bad situation for them. Siege Onager now for Nikov as well. He's not going to get, I think, a hit off here. But it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the Chuko Nu, I think he can get at least 1 hit off because the Chuko Nu don't have that great of a range if you look at it.
Yeah, indeed he will. He'll get multiple good hits here. This is very difficult
Yeah.
to fight as China versus Onager, Siege Onager in particular.
Yeah, Nikov's got to be careful with the Mangadai though. He doesn't want to position them like that. That makes it really easy for the onagers of Ding to hit him, and he's just got to hold on there while Guan and FedEx push up the top. They've already taken down one castle from Mundi, and siege rams from FedEx should be able to take down even more. I noticed that Gary slung FedEx a hell of a lot of stone, but FedEx isn't doing anything with it. I'm almost wondering if it would have been better for them to have slung the stone to Nikov right now because he's Mongols. But Gary's starting to come under pressure from Rats down the bottom of the map. Rats finally, it looks like he's gonna transition into a bit of a... I don't know, Paladin, Cavalier, whatever.
Something that's not going to break through fortified walls in time.
Mundi, yeah. Yeah, I wonder about that. Gary's got no gold to give, so that's a bit of a problem because FedEx keeps asking for gold, but there's none.
Ding just took a total headshot from a siege on, just lost about 15 chokadoos. Not like it probably would have mattered, but...
Nikov's been amazing with his micro, and now he's got drill. Look at the way those siege units are moving. That's siege units with drill.
Yeah, it's a tough position here for the Hong Kong team. Hard to see a way back for them. They're looking about...
at least Eason's picking off Trebs with his paladins, and he's making it worth it. But now the counter push from Nikov on the other side, he needs to bring those siege rams in, but he's losing siege workshops to Trebs. That's not too bad. But yeah, FedEx and Juan coming back in. Let's have a quick look at the trade. Gary has 15 trade units, 64 for Juan, wow god, 5 for FedEx, who's just getting slung gold. Nikov has 40, 25 for Eason, 28 for Mundi, 31 for Rats. And Ding has no trade units, no trade carts at all. So in the long run, Argentina's going to win because they just have gold. Juan's just got so many trade carts, and they've also got control of a lot of the gold in the center of the map as well.
Rat's trying to go through a different gap here with his rams, but just immediately getting stone-walled here by Gary. Fortified walls,
but Juan's
mines.
in a bit of trouble now. The Cavalier from Rat's coming in because he didn't manage to fully stone wall. Or, I guess not. Rats decides against walking right on into his base.
That would be
That's
ungentlemanly.
Yeah, apparently running straight into the trade would be ungentlemanly.
On the hill here is Mundi, pretty good spot for him.
Yeah, I mean, Nikov's just got those siege onagers now coming in. And he can also use them against the Chuko Nu again. From Ding.
And he will.
Ding. He's actually microing it this time, but that's a lot of siege onagers coming in. They're so fast as well.
Oh, Ding.
Oh, man.
Now he's got his
Painful
light
to watch.
cav in, at least.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Juan doesn't even mind that he's throwing away paladins, because he's constantly sitting on like 1k gold. And finally the paladins from Rats decide to make their way in, but by now Juan's kind of half-walled that off. They're gonna walk right in through FedEx's base instead. But I think Nikov's gonna, FedEx is gonna clean it up with some camels. He's still got the heavy camel upgrade, after all. But I think Ding and Mundi are doing such a great job of holding 3 players here without Rats' help. I think Gary probably should be thinking about going Imp rather than continuing to sling. He's struggling for gold, which is his biggest problem right now. But he's starting to set up trade as well.
Yeah, it's also a good job considering they don't have a Mongols at this point in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Ding and... I don't know how Mundi and Ding are doing this, but I'm pretty amazed that they are managing to hold there. It's very hard for them to push. They're going to be 4v3 soon because Gary's still slinging. Or he's not clicking up either way.
Gary. Got that mangonel out to defend his walls. Oh yeah. Why do we need long pauses? Are we at 6 hours
I don't know.
yet? approaching 6 hours. This is fun.
No comment.
No comment? 5
No
games,
comment.
6 hours? Standard procedure here. It's about endurance. It's about mental fortitude. Didn't you listen to what Jeanette had to say? It's a mental game. You gotta
I
be mentally
sometimes
strong.
tune out when Jeanette is talking.
I feel like you sometimes also tune out when I'm talking. I don't know why I get that feeling, but I do get that
I
feeling.
don't know either. Why do you get that feeling?
It's interesting.
Interesting indeed.
How fun are bombard towers?
Oh god, I love bombard towers. They're great.
Just trying to make conversation.
Yeah. I love bombard towers.
Oh, Nick
Nothing
off.
better.
Oh, yeah, that was nice with the siege hunter running back and forth, killing 2 trebs when he was really in a position to that he should have just lost it. I just farted on stream into my microphone.
It's because he has drill. Like, he's got so much mobility with those siege onagers, and now they're in trouble because Rats is coming in as well. I think they really need, and they also probably want FedEx to lead off that lumber camp. But yeah, those paladins are going to be a bit of an issue in their trade line. That's never ideal. But it looks like Rats is not doing the right thing. He's not quite running in there. Kind of. Oh, I'm looking at all the lumber. Do you see the lumber camps from Nikov in the middle of the trade up towards the right-hand side?
Yeah, I think he needs a couple more.
Oh, it's like he wants to ruin their trade. Just the positioning of all those lumber camps.
That's how you can tell Nikov isn't a Black Forest player. Because if he was a Black Forest player, he would have played with Mem before, and Mem would have yelled at him all game long about it.
Now Gary's going to click up to Imperial Age. Right, Gary. He's missing... No, there we go. Imperial Age for Gary now. And... now it's just up to Nikov, FedEx, and Juan. Hold on. Well, actually, it looks like someone's running out of gold on the other side because I'm seeing... or maybe they're just adding halves. I can't tell, to be honest. FedEx looking like he's got plenty of gold. Nikov got plenty of gold. Eason's got a bit of gold. Mundi running a little low. Rats has got plenty. And Ding also... Ding is really struggling for gold right now. He didn't have trade. So... I think now is the turning point because Juan and the Argentinian team have so much gold.
Bless you.
Thank you. And if you look at the trade of the Hong Kong team, it's going through a gate as well, which is almost as bad as the lumber camp gate that Nikov's created on the other side.
Almost.
Almost.
That castle
And
is
Ding
down for
losing
Tammy
castles.
here. Rat's throwing up some kind of desperation bombard towers to help defend there. From the bottom, it's tough to push as the mines against siege onagers.
FedEx is desperately trying to keep that castle up, but Juan's paladins have got to kill off that siege ram, otherwise the castle will go down. He only has one villager there repairing it. No, Juan's actually moved. Okay, Nikov's gonna kill it off with the siege onager. But war elephants from Eason?
Oh yeah, get him in there. Look at those bad boys.
Oh, okay, now this has just got that much harder.